Hi there, friend. Welcome to Gabby Likes to Read. Today I'll be doing the Booktube Newbie Tag. I really can't believe I'm doing this. This is great. So the first question is, why did I start this channel? I have been watching Booktube for at least 2 to 3 years now, and I really just enjoy being able to find new books and new recommendations and get in-depth reviews as well as reading vlogs that I can see. So yeah, I really do enjoy that type of content. And so I would comment on different people's videos and share my thoughts and be able to interact with different people in the community. It's been a lot of fun. I actually started a Bookstagram back in January, and it definitely had a similar feel where I was able to learn so much more about other books that I've never heard of before and find just more readers to talk to books about. So, but I did notice that when I was reviewing different books, there were certain times where I just was running out of character space and I wanted to share more of my thoughts. And though the written word is easy to, work through and write out my thoughts for the most part, I do feel like when I'm communicating it through spoken word, I guess you would say, I'm able to get more of my thoughts out and the tone of it can be better understood. So yeah, that's why I wanted to start this channel. I just wanted to have another opportunity, another medium to be able to share more about books and find more recommendations. So the next question is, what are some funny, unique things that I feel like I could bring to the bookish community? Um, my personality. I feel like everybody brings their own personality to whatever that they create, and I think that's awesome. And so that's one thing. And then another thing is that I really enjoy to read diversely, as well as reading books that are with little to no spice or sexual content. So sometimes it's hard to find books that hold both of those things together, of both like little to no spice and also diverse reads. So I wanted to have the opportunity to be able to, continue to share my thoughts of the books that I have been reading. And, if there's any content warnings that people want, let me know in the comments below and I can provide that in the reviews that I typically give. So yeah, I just wanted to be able to share more books that are both diverse but also clean, and also be able to find more creators that have those types of recommendations and readers that have those types of recommendations as well. What am I most excited about with Booktube? So I think the thing I'm most excited about is, yeah, just being able to find more people to interact with, more readers to reach out to and be able to learn more from, and get more recommendations as well as share my recommendations. So far, I've been getting really great feedback of people finding new books that they've never heard of before, and also be able to receive those same recommendations back and just getting people's thoughts and interactions in the comments, which has been so fun. So that's what's most exciting, and I'm excited to say that that's what's happening right now. How many times can I say excited? Okay, the next question is, why do I love reading? Oh, reading. How do I love thee? Let me count the ways. So I just love being able to really immerse myself in a story. I feel like stories are very important. I feel like stories shape us. We grab a hold of stories, whether it be through a movie, a TV show, a book, and they really stay with us and they help shape us. And I really love that about reading in particular, and just the things that are unlocked in our imagination when we're able to pick up a book and kind of create this world or just learn different things about things that are both in fantasy or reality. Another thing I love about reading is just how relaxing it is, just being able to pick up a book and just sit in one place and just focus in. Especially when I'm reading books that are physically reading them, I definitely feel like it's just a sense of calm, and it's just be able to kind of block out some distractions and focus in on a story has been really fun and relaxing. I know there's a story, not a story, I know there's a study out there where it says that reading decreases about like 67% of our stress levels or something like that. I'll put the link down below. I'll find it and I'll put the link down below just so that you guys can fact check me. So yeah, that's another aspect of what I love about reading. And then also I love to get people's perspectives and different points of view. And I feel like through a long book versus just like a soundbite, you're able to get a better understanding of, what people are going through, take a walk in their shoes, and just grow in empathy for each other. So the next question is, what are some questions that I would ask my favorite booktubers? I think the number one question I would ask is, what is your favorite content to make? I really enjoy a very amount of people's content, and I see reading vlogs, I see book reviews, recommendations, book hauls, all the different kinds of things. And some are like themed and all the different various things. And I'm just curious about like what would be the favorite things that they like to create. I'm just curious about the things that people really like consuming as well as creating. What are some challenges that will be the hardest to overcome with this booktube channel? So I think the main thing with having a booktube channel that would be the biggest challenge would be just time, factoring in the time to film, the time to edit, the time to interact with people in the comments and all the things, as well as, you know, a personal life and family and friends you want to interact with and keep up with, your full-time job, all the responsibilities. So I think that would probably be the hardest challenge to overcome, but I'm really thankful that my husband helps me out with a lot of the editing that I do for my videos. So thank you, hubby, for helping me out. Yeah, I think that would probably be the hardest thing or the hardest challenge that I would face with this YouTube channel. Okay, what books got me into reading? I'm actually going to share books that got me into reading as well as back into reading. So when I was growing up, well, first off, when I first started reading or learning to read when I was really younger, I would actually cry. My teacher would tell my parents, you know, every time it's time for her to read, she cries. And I don't know how to help her, but I guess eventually I got over it because obviously I'm a reader now. And yeah, I would start reading books. And I think I started reading books like Nancy Drew, Hardy Boys, Babysitter's Club, and then starting to read some like Meg Cabot stuff, particularly Avalon High. And then what else would I read? Oh, in high school, I would read Gossip Girl, Sisterhood of Traveling Pants, and a couple other books like that. So, and then when I got into college, I definitely stopped. Unfortunately, I stopped reading for fun and strictly read either to study for school or I was reading nonfiction books. And so it was right around, I want to say, a couple years into working. And during the pandemic, I essentially got back into reading and I reread Avalon High for the first time as an adult, which was an experience. I enjoyed it. It's like a comfort read for me. So I will always read it if I, you know, I'm in a slump of some kind and I want to, you know, get back into something that's more comfortable. And then I picked up a couple thrillers and whatnot. But then I did Ask a Librarian, which is pretty much I sent an email to my local library and I gave them different movies and TV shows that I've been enjoying over the past couple of years. And they sent back some book recommendations based off of what I communicated. And I was recommended A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. I read that book, I want to say, in like 2 days. And then I went on to read the rest of the series in like about a week. Except for A Court of Silver Flames. I DNF'd that book. Actually, I did not finish it. But I do have that book to thank for me even knowing about the booktube community because I was reading that book and just was not feeling it, was not enjoying it. And I was trying to see if there was anyone else that was feeling the same way that I was feeling. And through a quick Google search and going through YouTube, I found Jess Owens' video, very popular video, about how she felt that the booktube community had bamboozled her about this book because everyone was saying that it was so good. And I really enjoyed a lot of the sentiments that she shared. It was really funny. And I found this whole community of people online through YouTube that were talking about books and reviewing them. So that is how I discovered BookTube. The next question is, where do I read? And I read pretty much anywhere. Depending on where I'm at, that will dictate the format that I use. So if I'm at the doctor's office or running errands or I'm waiting in the grocery line, I'll probably pick up my phone and I'll go to the Kindle app or my library reading app and read a ebook. If I'm at home, I'm sitting in my couch or reading in bed with a physical book. And if I'm, you know, out and about or driving around somewhere or I'm working on some type of task that's kind of mundane, like folding or doing laundry or cleaning the bathroom, then I will go ahead and pick up an audiobook. So that's all the places that I read. Pretty much anywhere I can read, I will read. So the next question is, what kind of books do I like to read? Sorry about the change of lighting. I'm depending on daylight, but I love reading historical fiction, anything historical really. So historical fantasy, historical fiction, historical romance. I like learning about different time periods and different cultures and countries in different points in history. So I love that. And also, I do like YA. I've been really getting into young adult books recently. I feel like I've read mostly young adult this year. So I'm in my YA era. And yeah, so those are the books that I've been really gravitating towards and really enjoying so far this year and the last few years. And the next question is, what does my book collection look like? And you can kind of see some of my books displayed here. But if you would like a full breakdown of all the books that I've read and enjoyed over the past couple of years, then click this video here and you can see my full bookshelf tour. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it and I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please like it and comment below if there are any books that you have read recently that you really enjoyed. And feel free to subscribe if you would like to join the fam. I hope you're having a wonderful day and I will see you in the next one. Take care.